Hi, I'm Methia.
And I am Prince. Today we are in Avayima, the White Forest of the Volta region, and we are here to meet
A very
Mr.
organized farmer.
And he is
An award winner. Oh my God, he has won so many awards. One in 1986 and one in 1997.
and this land.
It's huge. This land is so huge. It is 10 acres and he has cultivated 6 already. And guess how old he is?
Tell me.
69. With so much experience.
That's huge. And it already sounds like a success story. And so why are we here?
Oh, he has problems. He still has problems.
I think we can be very happy to...
You cut me, really?
Oh, sorry.
So that's why we're here actually to help him fix most of the problems that he has.
And KUAPA will be very happy to solve the problems of this great farmer. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Sam Anenu. Good to see you, Mr. Sam.
I'm very grateful to welcome you to my premises.
That is wonderful.
This is Avayime.
Avayime.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess the White Forest of the Volta region. That's wonderful. So, Mr. Sam, we are finally in your house. Yeah. And my name is Prince. Yeah. My very good friend and co-host will introduce herself too.
I'm Methia.
That's wonderful. Mr. Sam, we are here to help you and join you improve and grow your farm into a better and a bigger business. We are called the KUAPA team.
Very grateful to you. This is the first time I'm hearing of KUAPA something.
Very well,
I have
very
been
well.
in this very business for quite a long time. I've never heard anybody coming down over here.
We are here for good.
Yeah, you are
very
here
good.
for good.
Exactly, we are here for good.
So you are here to help me?
Exactly.
Expand my farm?
Exactly.
Oh, very grateful.
That is our objective.
I'm very, very grateful to you.
Wonderful.
Very, very grateful.
So
Sam,
well.
Yeah.
How long have you been farming?
Oh, about 22 years ago.
That's great.
Wow.
In this business. Yes.
Wow. You have kids?
Yes.
How many?
I have 12.
12.
Okay.
You are such a strong man. Wow. Give me. You're the man.
How strong is
Good.
your wife? Where is she?
Yeah. I have 2 wives.
Okay. Yeah, you're a successful man.
Yeah, one is with children in Accra.
Oh,
Okay.
All of them are in Accra. They
Great.
graduated,
Great.
tertiary, nurses, civil engineers, and all sorts of them.
Wonderful.
Oh, but
And
none
I'm
of them
here.
are into farming.
No.
But
usually when I started, they were all helping me over here.
Okay.
But after graduating, they all went away to their various.
Let's see.
Hopefully by the time we're done with your farm, your kids would love
They will be more attracted to farming.
Yeah, play a part to role in it.
Exactly. So can you tell us about your farming experience all over the years, through the 22 years? Tell us something.
No, even now as I am here, the region, the whole Volta region, and then the district will know that Sam has been a very good farmer because I have had 2 consecutive certificate awards. So they know me. They know me. They know what I can do. Yes. You know, I rear cattle. I have my cattle farm somewhere here. And, I don't want to disclose.
Why?
Oh, but you can't just go on telling people that I have cattle, something. And I'm the secretary to the Cattle Farmers Association, the whole of the North Tokyo district. Secretary.
Wow. Yeah. We would like to know more about your challenges over the years, your successes over the years. What are some of the things that when you look back, you remember so vividly? Some of the experiences. I mean, walk us through them. 22 years is so huge. Yeah.
In farming profession.
22 years. Oh, tell us something.
You see those traps over there?
Yeah.
I bought those these things, those tractors with the implements and all those things over there. But after using them for about 2 or 3 years, they all went off. They broke down. Then I was even looking for massive efficiency to replace. And I want somebody to come and buy these scraps so that I can add some small money and buy massive efficiency because massive efficiency did do well. But if you people will come down over here and tell me that you can help me to buy this now. Well, I'll be very grateful.
Well, Maxine Ferguson.
Maxine
That's a huge name. Yeah. Tell us what you know about Maxine Ferguson.
Ferguson is a very good machine.
Okay.
Very, very good machine. Tata,
Wow.
40, 50 years is still there. And you can just go in for the implements when they are broken down. But this one, when the implements are out, you cannot get them. That's why I pack them over here.
I see.
Yes.
Is that the only challenge in your farming business? Tell us more about your problems.
Irrigation problem. If I have irrigation problem at my place over there, or water in my place over there, all month round, I will be able to be producing pepper, tomatoes, okra, and all those things over there. But I always depend on what? The rain. If the rain doesn't come, then that is the end of my life.
So exactly what do you deal in? What kind of crops do you have on your
Most
farm?
important, the cassava, maize, okra, tomatoes, garden eggs, and the beans.
Okay, the beans. Okay, so Mr. Sam, can you please tell us what your problems are on your farm?
My first problem is on my cassava. I stay at the farm there for over 1.5 years, and I don't have a ready market for it. It is left there, and animals have been destroying it. And if I have even this ready market for it, I would have disposed of all of them, and then plow the land again for a better purpose. That's the number one.
Okay, and the number two?
Number two is finance. I've been doing this single-handedly. No credit facility. If somebody could be able to come to my aid and help me, I think I will improve that farm more than what I am doing now.
That's great. I think before the banks look at giving you loan facilities, they would like to be sure that the risk is really low on your side. That is, they want to see even if you keep good records on your farming activities before they can be able to consider you. Now, how many records do you keep on your activities?
I've kept a lot of records on my farming activities, but I would still like to improve more on those this records keeping.
Okay, Sam, then you're in good luck today because that's why KUAPA we're here. Yeah. We're going to bring in some experts to give you some advice on your farming methods. Yeah. But that's after we have taken a tour of the farm. Can you give us a tour?
I can do so.
Okay, how big is your land?
Oh, it's about 10 acres.
10 acres?
10 standard acres.
Wow.
Yeah. All cultivated?
No, seed has been cultivated and there are 4 yet to be cultivated.
Okay, okay.
Wow, then we better get going.
Yeah, and that would need a lot of energy to go around the 10 acres.
Yeah.
Whoa, so Banku will do.
I can lead you.
All right, so let's go.
Welcome to my farm.
Thank you, Mr. Sam.
Yes, as you see, this plot alone contains maize, which I have planted and it is yet to be weeded.
Wow. What are the hills we see there?
The one for sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Sweet potatoes, you always make the mold.
Okay.
And then you plant them inside over there. And then in between the molds, I planted the cassava. Special.
I would love to see the most famous cassava plant.
Yes.
Can you take us to it?
Yes. This is the okra farm.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh. Nice okra.
Okay. Nice okra, yeah.
I see.
Oh, wow.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Great, great.
Unfortunately, some instances are trying to disturb it.
Okay.
And I've asked the extension officers to come down over here and they find solution to this. This is about 1.5 year old cassava. Yeah.
1.5
year old.
Okay, so it's been in the ground like this for 1.5 years.
Years.
But how have you come all over to 1.5 years instead of 1 year?
Yes, I don't have ready market for it.
Okay.
No market at all.
Wow.
No, I don't have market. And this all, as you see them, all these cassava, they are good for fufu.
Okay.
They are very, very good for fufu.
Only fufu?
For only fufu. These particular ones, they are good for fufu. And there are some other ones over there. When we get down over there, I'll show you how they are. They are good for gari and for starch and all that. So I plant them in rows, as you see them. Yes.
I see. Is it all perfect after 1.5 years? Won't you have any problems or effects for each staying under the ground for too long?
It's staying under the ground too long. Market for it. I should have done away with them for quite a long time.
I see.
I'm looking for this in them over here.
Okay. Go ahead. Sure, there are some more spaces,
Yes.
other crops we can look at.
Yeah. This cassava, these ones, as you see them, we call them dogo, and it's good for fufu and gari.
So, Mr. Sam, what are some of the problems you are having with your cassava plant?
Presently, I don't have any proper problem with them. Well, I left the cassava to stay under the ground here for quite a long time. If I had got a market for it, I would have harvested them long time.
Okay,
Long time. So as they are here, the rats have the access to go there and then destroy them.
So can you show us, I would like to see how it looks like after you have harvested it.
Yes, let's go there. I'll show you where they are. Okay. These are some of my problems now. Look how these people, they destroy it. Look how big this cassava is. But you see, they have destroyed this one. Oh. And very soon, they will jump on this one too.
Wow. So this whole bunch has been eaten away by the rats.
Yeah.
And there's only the case left. The cassava is finished.
I am finished.
Whoa, this is a tactical eating, huh? Very stylish one.
Very soon they will jump on this one, and then the whole thing will be off.
So one is out, you have 2 left.
Wow, this is bad.
Yeah. And Sam is saying that after they have eaten this, they are going to jump onto this, and the next thing you see, the whole cassava is gone. So when this is uprooted, you might see only the stick coming out and 0 cassava tubers.
So it means you work so hard to cultivate this, and then you harvest nothing.
Very soon I'll stop all these things. I'll stop doing it because I will do the thing and I don't have this market for it. So the only thing is to stop the farming. No. Because the things are here and the animals are destroying them. And what do I gain out of it?
This is why KUAPA has come here to help you. We have a team of experts that will make sure they help you to get rid of these animals from your farm. Cassava is so important to our country, and we will make sure that people like you who are doing so well to feed the nation are protected from these animals.
I'll be very, very grateful if KUAPA will come to my aid so that these animals will stop destroying my cassava.
That is wonderful. Very soon, our team of experts will be here.
Thank you.
Okay, Sam, I know that you have 4 acres left.
Yeah.
What are your plans for those?
For cowpea.
Cowpea. Okay, have you done anything?
No, I'm yet to go and sow the cowpea.
Can we actually
Yeah,
see
you
the
go
land?
there. Go and tell you.
Aha, Mr. Sam. I see a lot of these shells around here.
Shells.
How come you have shells on your land?
Yeah, you know, that was around 1963 when the water dam was built by Nkrumah. Then the whole of our township was underwater. So our fathers were forced to move down over here after the flood. We stayed here for over 20 good years. And then the women and then the old men, they always get down to the river water and then they fish this oyster. Okay. And then we let them over here. And later we moved from here to the new settlement.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you oh, okay. Wow, so this is the land destined for the cowpea plantation.
Yeah.
Wow, and it stretches to the far end
Good.
right from here.
Yeah.
How were you able to plow this land?
I hired a tractor to do it for me.
Oh, and how much did it cost you?
This one cost me about 150 Ghana cedis
Wow.
For how long?
for just an hour. You were able to finish it up.
Okay. What if you had decided to use manpower?
Oh, I cannot to take me over 1 minute before
Oh.
this one will be okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So the tractor is good then.
Yeah.
But why cowpeas? Why do you
Yeah.
want to go into cowpeas?
Cowpea. You know, usually cowpea, when you plant it, when your land is getting weak, and you plant a cowpea over here, it gives another part.
It revitalizes the
That's
land.
correct.
Oh, the
That's
soil.
right.
That's
The
wonderful.
soil. And two, it pays too.
Okay.
It pays.
Oh,
Okay.
Great. So what seeds do you use? What type
The
of
local
seed?
type.
The local.
Type. We call it agbakpamu.
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 Agbakpamoyi.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay,
But,
but would you like to try your hands on a different kind of
Oh
seed?
yes.
Like an improved
And
version?
when I get an improved one, I'll be able to try it.
you know, but first I'd like to know how good the local one has been to you.
Well, for the local one, it's good for local people.
Okay. The local people enjoy it, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
And
people like
can you tell us a little about where you buy them from?
From the market, the open market.
Okay. You don't have any specific dealers or shops? Oh, I see. I see.
Good job. Good
That's
job.
wonderful. That's
You've done
wonderful.
a wonderful
A
job
large cowpea plantation I can envision in the future. You can feed half of Ghana, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
Hi, Christopher.
Hi.
Sam, you meet Christopher. He's our
yes.
expert from Mofa Plant Protection. He came all the way here to give you some advice concerning your cassava. Christopher, this is Sam.
Yep.
He's having so many problems with his cassava. As you can see, before he can harvest, the rats end up eating almost everything. So what would you advise him?
I can see the tubers are matured. And for cassava, once the tubers are matured, you have to harvest them. Otherwise, the rats will be attracted to your farm. And also, secondly, once you plant at the right spacing and the canopy closes up, you have less weed problem. And for rats, where you find more weeds, you find the rats there because they like places where they can hide. But when the places are open and they are exposed, you won't find much rats in that area.
So with regards to the weeds, why can't we just use weedicide?
Okay, because of the nature of the habit of the cassava crop, the use of weedicides can be problematic. Okay. So once you plant initially at the right spacing, you do the initial hand readings and the canopy closes so that the light does not get to the ground and the weeds don't get light, you should have less weed problems on your fields.
So after he harvests, can we build him some form of storage?
Okay, cassava is such that at harvest, it contains a lot of water.
Okay.
So if you try to store it, it will rot. So once you harvest, it means that you must have a market you are selling it to, or you process into other gari, tapioca starch, etc.
Oh, okay. So we have to either process it or get to a ready market, basically. Yeah. Wow, we have a lot of work to do, considering the weeds and all. Yep. Thank you very much, Christopher. It's been awesome having you here. I have learned a lot today. We're going to talk more. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sam, let's go catch on Prince and see how far he's going with the other problems.
Okay.
Well, we are here with another expert, and he goes by the name Mr. Prosper Collins Anyomi. He works with the Ministry of Agric as the District Extension Officer in Aveima here in the Volta region. Mr. Prosper, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, the topic with Mr. Prosper, what we are actually going to look at is record keeping in farming, and we are using Mr. Sam as the main focus. Now, I would like to ask you first, for a farmer, what is the essence of record keeping?
Well, the record keeping is another very important area in farming. You know, he needs the record such that he can sort of track his profits, he can track his losses. It can help also for planning and forecasting, such that he can compare the previous year's records and see how his various enterprises are performing.
Well, now, if you know, he largely depends on the rain. And these days, the climate is quite unpredictable. How does record keeping connect to climate conditions and how it will benefit his farming?
Keeping rainfall records are quite so important for his planning work, so that he will know exactly when to seed, and so that he can sort of meet the rains at a proper time. An example is what he has done on the field right now. The pepper, if you go to most pepper farmers for now, you cannot see seedlings on the farm now.
Okay.
But because he knows the weather, when the first rains will come, he has already nursed his seedlings and transplanted. He nursed his seeds and has already transplanted. And so that is how keeping of records has helped him.
Maybe that came from pure experience. Did you check out to see if he has some records, or maybe just by the experience over the years?
Well, I tried to refer to his records, and they were in order. He keeps records for the rainfall records for the previous years. All these years he has been farming, he has been keeping the rainfall records, and that has been helping him a lot.
Okay, lastly, as an extension officer, looking at his records over the years, what do you think is missing that you can add to it to make it more profitable?
Okay. Where the missing gap is where he sort of mix all the enterprises together.
Okay.
He puts the activities for almost all the enterprises maybe in the same table.
Okay.
All that, although he's keeping the records anyway, but he could have separated the various enterprises from the other.
Okay.
So that we can have the paper enterprise, the records, the activities that goes on over there. And then he can also take that for cassava, the various activities that goes on over there. However, he mix them together. This is what we are trying to sort of train him on.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Anyomi. We are so grateful for your time today. And I can promise we are going to take some time to look into the details of these record keepings. And I'm very sure that those of you at home watching us will also learn how to keep records for whatever endeavor you are engaged in. It is very, very necessary. We thank you so much for making your time. Yeah, Mr. Anyomi, we are here again with the farmer himself. This is Mr. Sam, the farmer. And before we proceed, just like we discussed at first, I would like you to try to educate Mr. Sam on how important it is for him to keep records on his farming activities before we go into the details.
Okay, you are welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Like I was saying, record keeping is another important area of farming. You know, for record keeping, you need to sort of put every activity on record.
Okay, now, Mr. Anyomi, we are here with Mr. Sam, the real farmer himself. And Mr. Sam, meet Mr. Anyomi, who is an Agric Extension Officer here in your district, working with the Ministry of Agric. And we would like him to explain to you in person the importance of keeping record as a farmer. Mr. Anyomi, can you give us a few points like you gave us earlier?
Okay, you are welcome. Like I was saying initially, record keeping is another important area of farming. Record keeping is such that it, like for example, it will help you do effective planning and forecasting, such that effective planning and forecasting. Effective planning such that you know the right type of enterprise to go in at the right time, and also forecasting such that you know when to seed your crop the proper time. like we saw on the field, I was saying that he was able to transplant his seedling so early. You cannot see such situations on certain pepper farmers' field by now, where the seedlings are already established. Is because he had good information about the weather. That is why he was able to nurse his seed very early and was able to transplant, catching the very first rains. So effective planning and forecasting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Can we look at the second point?
The second point is about trying to track his profit and loss on the various enterprises.
Okay.
So that when he crops, he can be able to know whether he's making some profit and whether he's making some losses.
Okay.
Yeah. This comes in a situation where you look at the various gross margins and you compare so that you know which one gives you the best revenue.
Okay.
So that is where when you are able to record, you're able to know which enterprise gives you the best gross margin so that you may try to make a choice and drop one enterprise which is not doing well and go into a better enterprise.
All right, so you take us to the second point.
Yeah, to able to track your profit and loss you are able to you make on the farm, so that when you are making inputs at the end of the day, whatever being your output, you are able to know, so that if your input is too high and so that the output and the revenue that comes out of it is low, then it means you are making loss. You are making losses. That is where the records can tell you the best revenue, the best revenue. Yeah.
Okay, so this second point actually travels from cultivation to harvesting to maybe to the point of sales.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now take us to the third point as well, as you promised.
Okay. The third point will also tell you something about your profit and your loss. When you are able to compare, you can be able to compare your gross margin, and you know which enterprise is performing better than the other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one will have to mean separation of the activities.
Yes.
How do you caption that?
So it will help you to know the performance of the farm or the various farm enterprises.
Okay.
Performance
The farm enterprise.
of the various farm enterprises. Generally, the performance of the farm.
Okay.
So record keeping can best tell you that.
Okay. Earlier you told us how pepper behaves differently from cassava,
Right.
and so all of them must be different.
Okay.
Now we are going to go into that practically, but let us take a look at what he has.
Okay.
As someone with some experience, he had already started some record keeping of a sort.
Okay.
Now you're going to look at his books and tell me what is missing. Then we come to the board for another demonstration shortly.
Okay.
Now, have you seen what is in his books?
I've seen what he has done.
Okay. Now, what do you think is missing here, and what would you want to add to what he has here? I see dates.
Effective planning.
Okay, okay. He's been able to capture something, effective planning, which might not be here.
Yeah.
I see he's putting some dates, he's putting some various crops. I see, is it variables for cowpeas? Right, so you tell me, what do you see missing from here?
Okay. What we can see from here is his rainfall records.
Okay.
He was trying to put the dates and then the rainfall, how heavy the rainfall was and all that. That is what he was able to. And it means that he's able to keep very good records about rainfall in his area or on his farm.
Okay.
And for that matter, he can effectively plan or forecast the weather as to when to go into seed.
I see.
That's right.
Now, we have heard many farmers, it looks like climate change is affecting people.
Okay.
The rainfall season is not how
Reliable.
predictable
Yeah.
as it used to be. So it means that with his approach, he's able to predict no matter how the climate changes.
That's right.
Okay, now, the next thing you're going to do on the board for us is this. I want you to demonstrate how you feel this should be structured so that it will capture and separate pepper enterprise for from Cassava Enterprise to
Enterprise.
cowpeas. If you can just wipe this and give us a tabulated form.
Okay.
Just demonstration.
Okay.
Well, so this has been very wonderful. Some very good information consumed at this point.
Okay.
We really appreciate this this bit, and you see, we would like to throw some light on when it gets to sales, the marketing aspect of it. This has taken us all the way to harvesting.
Okay.
Now, what happens when it comes to the sales activities, maybe at the market? How do we keep records? Definitely that is going to be different from what we have here with pepper, cassava, and all that. Can you throw some light on that as well?
Right.
Now, we are going to take a good look at the financial aspects of the record keeping. We have done from cultivation to harvesting. We are going to look at from harvesting to the market. How does the record keeping go, and how does the extension officer think it must go? Mr. Anyomi is going to demonstrate it a little bit on the board for us to have a good look at it.
Okay. Now, when farmers produce, they like to store against better prices in the market. And for that matter, they don't dispose all the produce at a go. They store for better market prices. So usually these are the type of records we like them to keep. So we have harvest record. So with that one, we also have date. So this is for pepper. Pepper harvest record. Date, quantity. And then cost. Or sales.
Cost of sales.
Yeah. And then remark. This one is a very simple one like that.
Okay.
So you because he's going to sell in bits. Anytime he makes some sale, because he's always looking at the better price in the market.
Okay.
So he may not like to dispose everything at a go. Maybe at a time when he needs some money to go and do some plowing, he will do some sale. And let's say, for example, today being, what is it? What is it? 10, eh?
Yeah, 10,
10, 04,
yeah.
15.
Okay.
He may like to dispose of, let's say, 2 bags.
Dry one.
2 bags dry pepper. And the cost for now is around 180 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
That is per, this is for a Makola bag.
Okay. Does the Makola bag represent a specific size of bag? Okay.
Yeah, that's a specific, that's the measure.
Okay, the
which
measure.
The women buy from the market.
Okay.
And
Now,
so-
why don't we talk about the sizes in kilos? Yeah, or something else, because Makola bag, it is not everybody who understands what Makola bag represents.
Well, the Makola bag is usually the popular.
Okay, so
Standard.
amongst them,
It's
a standard language.
It's a standard.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Anyomi, for your time and what you have done. We really appreciate this set of information. All the models you have given, Mr. Sam has promised he's really going to work with them. And we are very, very sure that by the time we come back after 6 weeks, we shall see what he has gotten from the use of this formula that we have just thought. And viewers at home, we're also very grateful for your time and for your company. Do not forget to go to KUAPA online and find every other information about this program. Check our social media pages and follow all the links that you can see on the screen right now. Every other information that you might need, you can download from these online resources. Thank you very much for being with us. Good day, Mr. Ben Kamache and Madam Monica.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome to this farm.
Thank you.
And Mr. Sam, this is Mr. Ben and Madam Monica. They are coming from the MMB seeds. And they are the experts we are bringing here to help you improve your cowpea farming. Can you please introduce your seed to Mr. Sam?
Yes, M&B produces seeds, improved seeds, not just seed, improved by the scientists. Yes. So what we are bringing today is we are told you are a KUAPA farmer. So we brought you one of our varieties. We have several, but one which is called Songotra. It was released by SARI, that's Savannah Agricultural Institute in Tamale. And this one is determinate. When I say determinate, it's 70 days. When we say 70 days, 70 days, it's fruits and it's dried. So you go and harvest everything.
Once and for all.
Once and for all. Different from your local one, that you go pick small.
Tomorrow you pick.
Yes. So that is what we brought you. There are some protocols we will teach you to follow. And once you follow it, you see the difference. I will not say it. When you plant and compare with your own, then you see the difference.
Okay, that is wonderful. Do you have any question to ask the experts?
Yes, my question is, after harvesting, after 70 day harvesting, can I preserve some of this your seed from my farm for the next season?
Okay, for replanting.
I would just say no, it's not advisable. If you ask me, the reason is if you pick seeds from your own field to plant, the qualities that we have in this seed will be lost. We already told you this seed is determinate. That means you harvest once and for all. But if you look at the local one, you harvest, you go back. You start getting that here. We also said it's erect. So if you pick this one and replant, you'll be losing that one too. The yield here is 1.6, 1.8 tons per hectare. If you pick and replant, you'll go down in yields. So it's not advisable. Your grain size will reduce. You start seeing different colors and shades in your yield, and that is not a preferred thing. So I would say no, don't go back.
To add to it, farmers always think, oh, I have my seed. And then my local, the price in the market, the seed price is high. So, oh, why can't I use this one? As she said, seed has special qualities. To the extent that when we say improved seed, it has been cultured and it is improved. So once you begin to recycle it, use it over and over again, you are losing those qualities. And then you realize that your yield will reduce. But when this thing was being done, the scientists have already taken into consideration your costs. They know that when you do it well, the money you've taken to buy the seed, you replace it and make profit. Much, much better than planting your own local seed.
Officer, why is it that this your seed is more quality than what the local one we are planting?
The reason is that we have the local one. Now, the local one have been there for a long time. Now, with science, development of science, they've been able to breed, and how I call it breed, varieties. That means it's a long process. Sometimes this thing you are seeing, sometimes it takes 20 years
to come to this.
To come to this. There are crosses and other things, and then they see the quality. They take into consideration your tastes, the income you make, the suitability to everybody. They take all those into consideration. So, as I said, this one, because the science people have worked on it, it's far, far, far better than what you plant. You could see there might be some insect problems here and there, but it's due to sometimes the nutritional quality, and sometimes that one you can also see it in the local one, but because the local one takes a long time to this thing, you will not see it quite easily. But this one, because it's so pronounced on the, once you plant, you see how it is on the field. So it also attracts insects and all those things.
Yeah. In addition to that, one thing that is very good that makes this seed special is that you look at the trend this time, the climate, there's a change. The time you are expecting the rains, it doesn't come. But this thing has been factored into this seed. So that when you plant and the time you are expecting the rains, it doesn't come, it is able to resist, withstand that harsh condition. And it waits for the rain to come. So that is why we say it's also what? Drought resistant or tolerant. It's able to withstand. So that's one special aspect that you will not get from the seed you buy from the open market.
Okay. Thank you.
And let me add, I don't know if you have experienced it. There is a very nice cowpea on the market. Big.
And black eye.
Black eye.
Yeah. Bigger than this.
Bigger than this.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you plant it, at a certain time of the year when you plant it, you don't get one fruit.
Yes.
Is it true?
True. Very true.
Are you sure?
Very true.
Yes, it is true.
I planted here before.
Because you don't know your seed source. You don't know where it's coming from. Now I'm telling you it's 70 days. I'm telling you all the protocols that follow this one. Once you follow it, fine. But that one, when you go to the open market and bring something, the person is just, it's grains, it's something for food. He or she doesn't know what it is. You come and plant, you don't know when it is. It will be there 100 years, it doesn't fruit.
Yes.
So that is why it is always good to go for the seed source, but make sure you get the right seed. And once you get the right seed, you are okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that has been really, really wonderful. A good education here. Now, I think we are very ready for the cowpea challenge. We are going to get into action now. We will plant, and we will plant the local agbakpamayi on one side, and then we will plant the improved seed, which is called the songotra, on the other. So we will go and come back to this farm again after 6 weeks, and we'll come and assess the performance rate or the difference between the two different cowpea seeds. Thank you very much, Madam and Mr. Experts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Our experts are working really hard to implement the vital changes that's going to help Sam improve his farming methods.
And what is this you're holding?
Oh, this, we're going to need it. Come on, let's go.
And where are you going?
To plant cowpeas.
Wait, where am I